For those of you I haven't met before, I'm Miss Moorhouse. I've been working with your students all this semester. For some of you, I've been working with your students for a couple of years now, and you've heard this a lot. But anyway, your students are super impressive. Beale Drama is special because of the people who are in it, and I thank you so much for your support of it. Tonight we have a really special occasion because we are debuting a play that is written by a Beale Drama student, and she's here tonight, and I'm going to make her stand up and be super embarrassing. This is Sam Holmes. I'm going to brag about her for a bit. She was our valedictorian here at Beale last year. If anybody was here at commencement, you know what a beautiful writer she is. If you have seen any of our musicals in the last few years, you know what a beautiful singer and performer she is. If you saw Picnic at Hanging Rock, you know what a beautiful actress she is. And now you're going to see her work debuted by the grade 11 class here. So thank you so much, Sam. It's just a privilege to have worked with you and to get to do this with you tonight. Without further ado, the show is Stopping Trains. It runs about 35 minutes. With original music by Kenny Moodie and Keegan Marshall. And without further ado, here is Stopping Trains.
All passengers of the 416 to Charlotte, your train will be arriving momentarily. Please proceed to the terminal bay now.
Who told you she tripped on the rattle?
Michael says they found it on the tracks. The handle snapped right off.
I don't care about the rattle. Who told you she tripped?
Well, what did happen?
Push.
What? It doesn't say that.
Doesn't say much at all. But I'll bet big money that's what happened.
You're such a pessimist.
Realist.
Well, whatever did happen, I think we know the real question.
How the hell did they get out of there alive?
North Carolina. A woman fell on the tracks with her baby just before the train came in. No way to stop it. Driver didn't even see her, but they both survived. How? A man jumps on the tracks and stops it.
Stops the train?
Yep, with his bare hands. You know those stories about people being able to lift cars off children in danger? Yeah, those don't even come close.
Well, how many witnesses were there?
Maybe about half a dozen, I think. Too Good to Be False.com claims they called up about 7 different people who supposedly saw it happen. But all of them hung up the phone. We're gonna warn up them though. Listen, none of them actually went to Westerville.
You're not suggesting.
Well, pack your bags.
Don't drag me off to some hick town in Carolina for some potential hoax. I just launched the weekly live pass.
So nobody watches those, Kevin. We're dying out. This isn't a hoax. This is real. I know it.
Well, how are we getting there?
Listen up for when we get this. MythOnBusters.com is going to be the biggest name in Canadian mission blocking ever.
And dream come true.
Exactly, yes.
And how are we getting there?
By train.
taking any questions right now. Mr. Pipe is still in a bit of shock and he's at home resting. No, there's no way the train simply drove gently over her. It's not even possible. All right, thank you for calling, Foxers.
Your coffee, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, Penny. Geez, the way people are talking, you'd think it was like a bashing that hit those tracks.
Which one? I'm sure the excitement will recede, sir. Kyle says she's not picking up the phone to anyone.
Yes, your brother, how is he?
He's managing, but, she's not picking up the phone.
Can you pass on my best wishes?
I will, sir. Thank you.
Hello?
Lord.
I'll just...
Robert Wallace, don't tell me you're working late again.
I have a business to run, Cynthia.
And I have an appointment to get this mole removed at 7. So if you'd like to eat dinner with your wife.
No way I'm going to miss dinner with my lovely wife.
Why do you deal with all this media frenzy anyway? Isn't that what your secretary's for?
She's Kyle James' sister. The baby is the niece. You don't think I'm going to make
Oh, I knew I recognized that name from somewhere.
Cynthia, I'm not talking about this right now.
You know he did it.
Damn it, Cynthia. You know I have a football game at 7.
Ladies,
Mikey?
that's Officer Mike G. Well, hey, Dad, I don't think you're finding your sins like me very much.
I wonder why.
Ouch.
Look, Mike, we've got more important things to deal with right now.
Like what?
Like Caroline Bloom falling into the tracks at Westeros Station right before the 416 Charlotte came in.
What?
Baby and all.
Except, get this, they're alive, completely unharmed.
How?
Don't know, they should have been finished.
You wish.
Hey, just because I don't like the girl doesn't mean I want her dead. Especially not her baby.
Our tour of the local communities continues at the Fuel and Run gas station of Highway 98. This small but quick distributor of harmful chemical pollution and old Twix chocolate bars reminds one of an old truck stop bathroom on a long road trip. Or the opening scene of a Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake.
Well, check it out. The Geek Squad's in town.
Can I help you?
Nope.
Oh, forgive my associate. I'm Todd Phillips, and this is Kevin Doolittle. We run a mystery and paranormal website called mythonbusters.com. We're in town doing a piece on the Caroline Bloom.
What is he doing?
Oh, just a quick scan for signs of ectoplasmic radiation in the area. We don't suspect this is a case of paranormal interference, seeing as you know the recently undead don't meddle with the boundaries of human purgatory and
No, but he can never be too careful.
exactly.
Oh my God, Daff. Look who's coming.
Pump number 4.
That'll be 39.50.
Keep the change.
Thanks, see you around.
Oh my God. He said, keep the change.
It was 50 cents.
I kept the change.
It was 50 cents.
He was so flirting with you.
Now, the local females either seem to be selectively unobservant or just plain dumb.
Rude.
Look, are you gonna buy something or are you gonna get out?
Okay, we'll leave, but first, can you point us in the direction of Chestnut?
The pub? Yeah, it's just around the corner. I turned right at the post office. Why are you going there?
We were hoping to get an interview with the bartender, Kyle James. What?
You do realize that guy who just came in here was Kyle James, right?
Are you Kyle James?
Nope.
What? No, what?
Nothing. Oh, are you sure? Because you
Your soda, please. Don't play along. I sure haven't been. We're train inspectors in from New Jersey. Sure could use a drink.
Can I see some ID?
No, you ain't.
Seriously?
I'm legal drinking age in Canada.
19.
It's 19 there.
It's
Makes
early
sense.
kids
Smaller.
Vodka soda?
Soda. I'm drinking. Don't you be worrying yourselves about that one. He's trying to protect. Oh, I'm sorry. Protect it from the truth. The truth of the rails leading the West Trail. The dark powers they possess. That man did fall. She's pushed.
Do you mind if we, can you tell us your name?
I'm the cat. You're the captain. I'm the cat.
Your name is the captain?
Aye.
So, it's Captain, comma,
Aye.
Mr. Captain?
Aye.
Okay, tell us what you know, Captain.
Legend has it that the man who built these tracks was a ruthless and greedy man. He had 20 men assemble them, paid him each a quota. They got so angry, they kidnapped his beautiful wife, tied her to the tracks. He tried to get there in time. It was too late. His greed killed him. And now, his ghost haunts the tracks, taking them. They caught us lace the victim yet. Whoever it is in it for fate worse than dead.
You don't really believe all that, do you?
Aye.
I mean, everyone knows that story is garbage. I know who really saved her.
Who?
I did.
You did?
Yes, I'm much stronger than I look. I could have had a career in professional ice dancing, you know? And called to the stage. I was 16, starring in my first production of Cats.
Train, you're saying you want to stop. How?
Dear boy, have you no sense of mystery?
Actually, we're mystery bloggers. MythOMusters.com. We're in town running a piece on the whole event. Would you mind if we interviewed you?
A good actor never says no to free publicity.
Can you tell us your name?
Andre Philippe Laperouge, thespian writer, trained in stage combat. You can reach my agent at 858-960.
Thank you. And what were you doing at the train station?
Street theater, my good sir. For a real actor, the whole world is his stage.
Oh, and when did you see her fall?
Oh, she didn't fall. She jumped, leapt, right onto the track, babe in arm, and I cried out, "Dear woman, please, spare your life, spare your child's life." She was quite distraught. Understand, I do not blame the poor soul. The world is a cruel and harsh place for those who have not found a craft to express themselves through. She jumped, leapt, right onto the tracks, and that's when I thrust myself to her aid, sprang onto the tracks, and I cried out, "Sweet angels, please spare this mother and babe!" And with my bare hands, I stopped that train.
Hey! I will not talk like that in my pub! It's not what happened.
That's, oh, of course not. I did not mean to suggest that you had an
Out! Mr. James. I said out!
Get ready.
Well, I'll tell you, Bob hasn't been this frustrated with work since I started running that express from upstate.
All this media hype. You know what I saw the other day on my way to the store? I was walking right past that pub on West Avenue, and I saw two young men with a tape recorder listening to that homeless fellow who thinks he's a pirate.
Who is in this town anymore? Just last week, I was in line at the bank and I saw a woman using her phone to check her email.
Heavens.
What has this world come to?
Say, how is Caroline Wendy? Is she holding up all right for her baby?
They're all right, I suppose. Little Sophie's bump has gone off her head, but Caroline's still down in spirits.
What if you're all cooped up like this?
Well, it's for her own safety. After what happened with Kyle.
What happened with Kyle, Mom?
Sweetheart, I thought you were taking a nap.
No. What happened with Kyle? Because I don't recall telling you.
Oh, well, sometimes a mother knows.
You don't. You don't know. So please don't assume that you know what's happening in my life, Mom. What's happening between me and Kyle?
I'm sorry. Don't mind her.
Don't you worry, Wendy. She's just a little shook up is all.
You know, my hairdresser Janice said that she saw Kyle out last week with that girl, Daphne from the gas station.
I heard she was following him. Her mother says she has an attachment issues, you know. Oh, that reminds me. Have you heard of this new tweeter website?
Business. It's very top secret. I work for the government, you see. And I can't tell you what I do. I'd have to kill you. But anyways, I was sitting there, waiting for the 416, and I look up and see her. She's sad, but she's beautiful. She was carrying that sweet little baby in her arms. I made small talk for a while, and she said how she was an artist. I say, how nice. Me? I work for the government. But of course I don't tell her what. As you know, it's very top secret. And after a while, the baby started to cry. Now I'm not a fan of babies. I never had any myself. I'm much too dedicated to my top secret work for the government. So I leave her alone to tend to her baby. That was my first mistake. Because you see, at that moment, these men in black coats come rushing onto the platform and straight towards her. They snatch the briefcase out of her hands and shove her and the baby onto the tracks. And you see, I'm trained for these sorts of things. It's part of my training for my
great. Thank you. We'll be in touch.
That's very helpful. Thank you. We have everything we need.
Yeah.
We'll call you.
Bye. This is useless.
One of these people's gonna have the real story, Kevin. Someone always.
Sure. Next. Name?
Casey Carmichael.
Were you present for the events that took place at Westwell Station on June 19th?
Yep.
Did you witness one Caroline Bloom entering the station with her daughter, Sophie Kingston?
Yep.
Were you present when Miss Bloom and her baby ended up on the tracks?
Yep.
Did you see how it happened?
Nope.
Great. Thanks.
Wait, hold on. Did you see anything suspicious happening around the thing? Like anyone stick out in your mind?
Nope.
Do you have any useful information at all?
Irises.
Flower.
Yeah, when I heard the commotion and ran over to where the train was stopped, there were white and purple irises everywhere. That's all I know.
Thank you, Miss Carr. She's going. Well, this is useless.
Okay, don't lose hope, Kevin, okay? You never know the next big thing is going to
20
come
people
up.
today, and the most important information we have is some flowers that just happened to be there at the scene of the crime.
Crime?
Oh, it isn't me crime. It's just a figure of yours.
Can we help you?
I heard you were interviewing anyone who might have information on the incident at the station last week?
We are. Do you know anything about it?
Yes.
Great. What's your name?
Penny James.
As in
As in Kyle James' sister. And I'm not here to give you any information. I'm here to ask you to stop.
I'm sorry.
You heard me. It's bad enough that everyone in town wants to know my brother's business and is making judgment calls on him and his family. We don't need media coverage too. This town is better off without people like you stirring the pot.
Help you.
I hate her.
I love her. What? Oh, what a beautiful creature. What a graceful swan. What a
Bitch.
Why did he say that? Like, you know what's going on with the opera now? They're both intertwined. Excuse me. We're using this room.
Sir, you're in the first Community Center. Leave a sign on the door. Beginner's yoga starts at 3 p.m. sharp. You're welcome to join us. All right, everyone. Let's start with a nice cold pull to begin.
Mikey? Officer West.
Shh! You do yoga?
Just so happens I do.
And now let's do a triangle pose. This is supposed to be about relaxation.
Oh, listen, what are you up to?
What do you want, Mike?
Just one conversation.
She's not interested.
Get a man to a downward-facing dog in peace.
Doing push-ups, Officer Zubin. A 40-minute downward-facing dog.
Yeah? Well, maybe you should show me that.
Look, Mike, I'm not interested.
She said she's not interested, dude.
I know you're chasing after a cop.
Is it that obvious?
Only since high school.
Tanya!
And now let's do some reaches.
The guys were practically engaged to Caroline since junior year.
Not anymore. They had a big fight the night before she almost bit it. Why do you think she was hopping train to Charlotte?
Sarah Pinkman told Katie Patterson, who told my sister Erin she was leaving him.
Yeah? And who told Sarah?
Joe Gables. How's it in?
Have you even spoken to Kyle since it happened? Besides in the gas station?
You know what, Mikey?
Shh! Fine. I'm going. Don't mark my words, nothing. They will go
I'm here in the small town of Westfield, North Carolina, where last week a woman and her 6-month-old baby were nearly crushed by an oncoming train. Sources say.
Our sources say that Caroline Bloom was about to catch the 416 to Charlotte, allegedly to escape an abusive relationship, when she fell into the tracks.
She was pushed. As bold as any man I ever seen, I tell you.
Sir, can you tell us who you think?
He did it.
Local authorities do not suspect foul play, but since word has spread of this malicious attack, Bloom's boyfriend and father of baby Sophie James Bloom has stopped answering calls, isn't showing up to work, and hasn't left his house in days. The question is, why is he hiding?
The question is, how are this poor mother and child still alive? The police have confirmed that the manager of the West Trail station did hand over security footage, but it has since gone missing from their archives, so we may never know for sure. The driver of the train, Mr. Louis Piper, claims he didn't even see the girl fall.
I didn't see her fall. Must have been going 40 miles an hour coming in Australia straight through to the other side of the tracks when I saw this commotion coming through the tracks. So I tried to slow down, but just stopped. There's no way I'd stop it there if it's something or someone physically harsher around there.
You think a human being did this?
It would sound impossible, but it had to be. I didn't see him. Saw a man jump from the tracks. I didn't see his face. I just saw yellow stuff. I'm sorry, that's all I can tell you.
Here's what I'm wondering, Lou. Do you think it's possible that they were in the middle of the tracks and the train just rolled straight over them? From Fox News, I'm Paula Adams.
Well, what now?
I don't know, Kev. I don't know. They're gonna break the story without us. And a freaking witness.
You gotta get that tape.
It's open. Yo, Miss James. Hey.
Sorry to pop in the house. I thought if I called you, you'd react to what I said the last time I saw you.
No, please. Can I offer you
His hand in marriage.
Can I offer you something?
No, that's okay. Actually, I came here to offer you something. Everyone's been saying a lot of really nasty things about my brother lately, and I was hoping you'd help me set them straight. In return, you get to have your story.
That sounds almost too good to be true.
Here is the security camera footage of the whole thing.
You stole it.
No, I worked at the West Hill station. When my boss asked me to make a copy of the tape to hand over to the police, I made a copy of it first. I don't know what happened to the real one, but this is the only other one there is.
Have you seen it?
I tried, I just can't bring myself. That baby is my niece, and maybe Caroline's not returning my calls right now, but we were close once. I can't watch them nearly die.
If you haven't seen it, how do you know that it...
I just know.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Just make sure you tell the story how it needs to be told, all right? We've all been through enough.
Todd, you gotta see this. Look, we were right.
No one pushed her.
Yeah, she just tripped on the end of the baby's blanket.
Not bad. He stopped the train!
Yeah, yellow scarf and all. Who is that?
I don't know, but I got a pretty good idea of who it might be. Look.
Irises. Todd, this is gonna be our biggest story ever.
Geek Squad!
Yeah!
What are you doing here?
Don't tell me you have a lady and friend to impress.
Oh, maybe I do.
White or pink, Mikey?
Officer Wells. Pink.
How's the search for the security tapes going?
They'll never find. Wish I got to see someone before I went missing though. None of us did. If you ask me, he pushed her away.
It's quite an accusation. Even still, I wonder if the train just stopped.
I don't know. Now, can you please give me the flowers before Daphne shift in, please?
Okay, that's fine. There you go.
Thanks, Dad.
Can I help you with something?
Oh, yeah, I'm looking for irises. Purple and white.
Oh, I'm sorry. Someone came in last week and ordered the exact bouquet.
Strange. Would that person perhaps be...
Todd! Come quick! What? She's on the press conference. Caroline Bloom is doing a live stream right now.
Over the past week, a lot of rumors have been spread about myself and my family. I thought the best course of action would be to sit back and wait it out, but I am a mother, and I'm not going to let people make judgments about myself, my daughter, or her father that she'll have to deal with later in life. That day on the tracks, despite what some people have chosen to believe, I was not pushed. Falling was entirely of my own carelessness in a moment of frustration, and it's taken me until now to forgive myself for even accidentally putting my daughter in harm's way. My reason for being at the station and for being so distracted are of no one else's concern. Your family matter and should stay as such, but I will say this. There is no truth to the rumor of Sophie's father, Kyle, being abusive or mistreating us in any way. He would never purposely harm either of us, and any stories that he did are entirely false. Lastly, to the topic most on everyone's mind, I don't know who saved us. I don't know how we're still alive, but someone stopped that train. And whoever you are, you made a miracle happen, and I don't know how, but Thank you. My hope is that now the media can leave us in peace and I can work on putting my family back together. I just hope that everything that's broken can still be fixed.
Wow, I guess that's that.
Yeah, maybe that's okay.
It can be Caroline and will be.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
I swear, Kev, you lost.
They've got to be in here somewhere.
Okay, check every pocket.
Yes. Swear to God.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I noticed there weren't any new stories on mythbusters.com.
Yeah, we decided not to post it. Not after everything she said, didn't. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Officer Wells?
Geek Squad. Other Geek Squad.
What happened to you?
I'm taking a vacation.
You got fired for holding and tampering evidence.
You stole tape, didn't you?
What's it to you?
All passengers in the 12 train to Detroit, the train will be arriving shortly.
Kyle. And Caroline.
You must be the Geek Squad guy.
Well, this is us. Are you guys going to Detroit too?
We don't know. We figured we'd just keep going until we found somewhere that suited us.
Fresh start. That's great.
You'll call me when you get there, right?
Of course. Besides, we'll be back for Thanksgiving.
You don't have to leave right away, do you? Western has this big 4th of July thing coming up. It'd be a shame to miss it.
Yeah, maybe just a day or two. But you know, Kevin, he's been busy.
I'll just go.
Yeah, maybe just a day. Oh, hey Kyle. Yeah? Nice scarf.